Stampers, I'm going to show you a quick and easy project created with Designer Series paper, the white cardboard backing that's included in the package, the It Starts with Art stamp set, and coordinating arts and crafts dies. Not only is this project quick and easy, but it will help you organize your ribbon and use the backing out of a package that we always go, what do we do with this? Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Here's my ribbon organizer. I'm going to turn it over so you can see it. And notice that it's holding 6 rolls of ribbon. This is the front of it. This is the side. This is this side. And then here's the back. And the great thing about it is this is created with the backing from a package of Designer Series paper. We always have this left over and we always wonder, what can I do with this? Well, here's the project for you. Alright, what I've done is I've taken that backing and I've cut this down to 11 3/4 by 8. Then I've scored this on all 4 sides at 2 1/4. Okay, the piece that's left over, which looks like this, I've cut another piece, the handle piece, at 11 3/4 by 1 1/2. All right, so now for the Designer Series paper. Again, I'm using the Follow Your Art Designer Series paper, but you can use whatever you have on hand. I have 2 pieces at 7 by 2, and then 2 pieces by 3 1/4 by 2, and then 1 piece by 11 3/4 by 1. Alright, so I'm going to go back to my base, which is again 11 3/4 by 8. And then what I'm going to do is cut up to that 2 1/4 score line on both sides. Okay, I've done this side. All right, now I'm going to cut the other side. So this is what you're going to have. And I'm just folding on all of these score lines. And this is going to make your ribbon organizer base. This project was shared by Barbara Meyer, artisan stamper for Stampin' Up. She did not make a video, but I could follow along to figure out how to do it. All right. Alright, so now what we want to do is attach the Designer Series paper before we put it all together. Alright, so I'm just going to take my 7 by 2 inch pieces of Designer Series paper. And add some adhesive to the back and adhere to the sides. Okay, now for the side pieces, these are the pieces that are 3 1/4 by 2. I'll come around and do this side as well. Okay, next I want to fold the sides in on both sides. You see how this just quickly pops into place. All right, before I attach this, I want to go ahead and do the handle piece. Remember, the handle is 11 3/4 by 1. And you can see, here's part of the backing on the other side, but nobody's going to see it. So I'm going to take that 11 3/4 by 1 piece of designer series paper, and I meant to say the handle is 11 3/4 by 1.5. I'm just going to put this right down the middle. And I like this backing from the designer series paper because it's very strong. All right, now we have our handle piece. All right, so now I'm going to go back to our base. Okay, all right. Again, before assembling, the next thing we want to do is add the holes for the ribbon. And this is very, very easy. I'm just going to take a ruler. And I want to center this right in the middle of one of the designer series paper sides. And I want to center this between 1 and 6. I'm just going to take a pencil, and at each 1-inch measurement, we're just going to put a dot. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, don't worry about the dots. Okay, now I'm just going to take this 1/2 inch circle punch. I'm going to turn this around, and then for each one of those dots, I'm going to take this punch. Make sure the pencil dot that you put on the paper, just put it in the middle and punch. Okay, go to the next one. 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 And the very last one. All right. Okay. That gives you your slots for your ribbon. All right, now we're going to attach the handle to the base. All right, I'm just going to fold these in. And you can do one of two things. I would suggest tearing tape, but I want mine really strong, so I am just going to use my little tiny stapler to put it in. And don't worry about the staple marks, because you'll see what I'll do next. All right, so I'm going to do this side. Okay, then I'm going to turn this around, fold this in, and do this side. As well. All right, so now we have this. Look how cool that is. Now, you see how I have some of these openings on the side? You can take your snail and stick that down. And you can see my handle came out. That's all right. I'll go back and fix it. Get you back in here. All right. Okay. I'm just reinforcing the designer series paper. All right, so look at that. have your little ribbon organizer. Now to decorate this a little bit. All right. This is that It Starts With Art stamp set, and I love that it has images that matches actual Stampin' Up! Supplies. So I'm going to be using this ribbon roll image right here. And don't worry, there are dies to cut this out. These are the arts and crafts dies. So I stamped this in black memento and used the die to cut out the ribbon roll. All right, and I've already done that, as you can see, on this particular box, this organizer. All right, hold up for just a minute. I can't find my other ribbon pieces. Here they are. And I've gone ahead and colored them with Stampin' Blends. So all I'm going to do is take Stampin' Dimensionals and see how this is going to cover up the staple. One on this side. All right. And then one on that side. And then on the top, I'm just going to add a bow. On the first one, I use Calypso's Coral and Coastal Cabana Center, and this one, I'm just doing it in reverse. Now, this was a bow die that we had a long time ago. You can use real ribbon. There is no rules. You can decorate this any way you like. I'm just going to go ahead . I don't have my pick-me-up tool with me right at the moment, but okay, there we go. All right, and then I'm just going to put this on top. And there we have it. And then you can just fill this up with ribbon. And you have a little portable ribbon organizer that you can take with you wherever you are. It looks pretty on your desk. And again, it's using supplies that you already have on hand. And most importantly, it answers the question of, what do I do with this white backing when all my paper is done? I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy stamping!